Hey everyone, Donter here. There are many artists in the Pokemon TCG, and it's my goal to cover as many as I can, so I can help you, the viewer, figure out which artist draws your favorite kind of cards, whether it be old classics or modern masterpieces. There's an artist out there for everyone. I'm currently attempting to hit 600 subscribers, so if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to see more content regarding the artists of the Pokemon TCG. If there's an artist that you'd like to see reviewed next, then let me know in the comments. Welcome to the Pokemon Artist Review. In today's video, we'll be talking about Kanako Eo. Eo started illustrating cards in a set EX Deoxys release February 14th, 2005, and has illustrated 109 cards, including any reprints they may have. I adore Kanako Eo's strivings towards consistency, as their cards all look like they really fit in with each other, and they always have such a fun and playful personality instilled to each of their cards, which totally makes sense as they've worked on character designs for the actual Pokemon games, which is really cool. These are the criteria I'll be analyzing to enhance the best part of Kanako Eo's artwork. Firstly, we have the trainers. Second, we have the cutesy art style. And third, we have the consistency. For my first point, I want to talk about Kanako Eo's trainers, as they are a huge part of their portfolio, and they really make full art trainers feel special. Take the Colress from Plasma Storm. This card is gorgeous for so many reasons, but those blue textured borders only add to the actual awesome artwork featured in this card, honestly. The way Colress looks off into the distance is sort of relaxing, as his character is truly calculating mad scientist kind of character. It makes sense for this expression to be simplistic, yet a little conniving. And I really appreciate those bolts of electricity done for the background, as that plasma vibe is something that I can seriously get behind. The way Eo draws Colress only adds to that. In their Lana full art from Ultra Prism, we can see the trainer readying up their fishing rod, as they smile with a splash of water in the background. This card is still drawn in the iconic Eo style, with those pretty thick black outlines, which does look really cool. I especially like how the wire from the fishing rod looks. It's really thin, and it really looks appealing. Next, I wanted to mention Kanako Eo's cutesy art style. So many of their illustrations are so adorable, and so easy to like. Take the Corsola from Breakpoint for example. This card is well and truly adorable. I really love the little happy expression the Pokemon has, and the bright water really lightens up the card. I also like those nice purple corals behind the Pokemon. It's a really perfect representation of this Pokemon. Look at this freaking Pichu from Platinum Arceus. It's really adorable. And I love that stupid expression that the Pokemon has, just smiling and looking around, and that environment around the Pokemon is really captivating. Sort of simplistic, but really captivating, which I always appreciate. Always giving us a really good look at the Pokemon featured, making me appreciate this artwork even more. I really appreciate, I said appreciate a lot. I really appreciate the super cute art style that Eo has when it comes to their Pokemon cards. Finally, I'd like to point out Kanako Eo's consistency. As we can see from their previous cards, they are pretty similar, but definitely in a good way. Even from Platinum Arceus with the Pichu, to XY Breakpoint's Corsola, which is a good way to showcase how consistent their cards really are. Even up to their final regular Pokemon card, being the Plusle from Celestial Storm. The Pokemon are jumping around, as some kind of comet flies up into the air, and Minun has a great expression on its face. The card is dynamic, cute, and looks great. Let's look at one of their oldest cards, being this Japanese exclusive Latias card. It's really wonderful, and it gives us a great look at the specific Pokemon, but it also certainly looks like a Kanako Eo card, which is just a great way to showcase the real consistency that this artist really encapsulates. And, did you know? This Latias card is actually part of a bigger artwork. It connects from a bunch of other cards and creates this one fantastic illustration that I'll be showing on the screen right now. It's really cool to see that these kinds of cards existed before the Scarlet and Violet era, as they are such a big part of it nowadays. Now, let me talk about my top 5 favorite cards from Kanako Eo, and in no particular order, here we go. Firstly, we have the Sylveon EX from Generations. This card is a perfect example of how Sylveon can be done right as a Pokemon. You got that Eevee nibbling on Sylveon's tail, you got them prancing around in the grass, and the card just has this perfect cutesy vibe that works honestly perfectly for this Pokemon, which I really enjoy. Next, we have the Shaman EX X and Y promo, which also looks fantastic. I really love how the one on the left looks nice and curious, and the one on the right is calmly resting as the moon sits plainly in the background. Once again, the cutesy style works perfectly for a Pokemon like this, which I enjoy. And next, we have another Shaman EX, but this one is from Legendary Treasures. Much like the previous artworks, this gives us a better idea of what Kanako Eo's artwork can really be, with these full art awesome cards. It's really fantastic for a cute Pokemon like Shaman. And we actually have 2 Shaman cards from Eo, which I didn't even realize when I was putting this list together. The normal one that we talked about earlier, and the other Shaman form. I do personally like this one a little bit more though. Those roses are really cool, and the blue outline is really captivating. Mixed with that full art style, it really captivates Shaman's, appearance better. Next, we have the Ponyta shiny card from Platinum Arceus. There's something about how the reverse holo effect of the card really reflects nicely with that deep blue that Ponyta has for a shiny, which I can really appreciate. Speaking about the shiny featured here, Ponyta looks fantastic. I really love how there's that separation from light blue to dark blue at the base. It's just a really cool artwork of a really great shiny Pokemon. Finally, I have to include a trainer, as they are the focal point of Kanako Eo's career. So, I choose the Colress from Plasma Storm. This card really is gorgeous. Colress is easily one of my favorite trainers from the black and white era, and this illustration captivates that really calm and calculating personality perfectly. Combined with the blue outline and texture, this card is really a masterpiece of a trainer card, as a lot of these black and white full arts are. And Eo is a really huge reason as to why these cards are so fantastic, so I seriously give them props. And that was Kanako Eo. Kanako Eo is a really fantastic artist. Their trainers are so detailed and perfectly on model, giving us a look into each of their personalities. And their Pokemon cards are so filled with love, personality, and this cutesy dream that flows right through each and every single one of their illustrations. I personally really appreciate everything this artist has done for the Pokemon TCG, and hopefully this has helped you guys out in some way. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by liking and commenting, as well as considering to subscribe to my channel. I cover everything you need to know about Pokemon artists. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, I have a playlist on my channel for the Pokemon Artist Review. And with that, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.